Hey everybody, what's up? It's been a while since I posted a video. I had a video on Sunday when I met with Michael, but before that it's been like almost a week. And for me that's a long time on here. And I've been feeling very absent from YouTube. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I've had a very rough work week. Just not a good week. And so I come home from work and I just didn't have the attention span that I normally have. My mind was elsewhere. My mind was dealing with other things. So that's when I found that 12 seconds website. You know, it's kind of like what would happen if Twitter and YouTube had a baby. We had 12 seconds. And then Twitter too, and I've been really enjoying that site. And I find it odd how much I'm enjoying the 12 seconds website, the 12 seconds experience of just posting little 12-second videos. But what I realized is, for me, it's just fun. It reminds me of how YouTube was when I first started. It reminds me of it just being a small group of people, a small group of friends, just having fun, not caring about anything, not caring about production, not worrying about pissing anybody off, not worrying about what somebody's going to think, not worrying about offending somebody or trying to portray things a certain way or tiptoeing around this or that. It was just about having fun. It wasn't about, you know, it's before we did the high-res uploads that now are 500 megabytes for me that take 3 hours to upload. It was just kind of fun. That's what I needed during this week to get through the week, considering how rough of a week I had. Find it ironic, you know, I'm going to Toronto. I leave Tuesday to head to Chicago, and then from Chicago we'll end up going to Toronto for 888, and I'm so excited for this YouTube gathering. And yet I'm just a little, I don't want to say soured on YouTube, but just a little put off, a little burnt out. And I'm not leaving, I just needed a little break this week. The one thing that's really been bothering me on this site is the way the subscriptions don't work. I've missed a lot of people's videos that I normally watch right away that aren't showing up on my subscription page. This has gone on for a few weeks now, and it just kind of, I got sick of dealing with it. I got sick of trying to search it out and feeling like I missed something. And I got sick of videos that I'm working on not getting the exposure that I wanted them to because people are missing them. So that was just annoying. So instead of dealing with it, instead of being pissed off, I just kind of went away, enjoyed the other sites. And it just was fun. But also, there's been a few videos out about people talking about, especially Kurt, talking about, I don't even know the name of the video, like expectations on YouTube and expectations that people put on you. And I've been feeling a little frustrated with the site and a little annoyed by some of the expectations that people put on us. As I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, but over yeah, I have a banner now. I made partner. I know when I didn't make the partnership the first 2 times, I made a video about it. It became a big deal, and I had all kinds of support from people on it. It took me 4 tries. The 3rd try I made when I got featured. I ended up with 156,000 views, and I thought, hey, I might as well try it again. Nothing. Like a month and a half, nothing. The application, when I went to check it, said they were still processing it, so I deleted it. I reapplied immediately, like at midnight. The next day at around 7 a.m., the email came through that I got into the partnership program. Now, I'm happy I got it. I loved making my banner. I love having autoplay. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the stepping stone for me. But I've already heard a lot of snide comments. You know, why do you think this way? Is it because you're a partner that you get this or that you do that? People have put a lot of passive-aggressive comments, a lot of snide comments about being a partner. There's been a handful of them. And it really pisses me off. It really hurts me. It really bothers me that suddenly people are acting like I've changed because I get this partnership. And you know what? It means, I don't think it means anything other than autoplay, the little red triangle, and the banners. Like I said, I got in after trying how many times, and instantly, almost in less than 7 or 8 hours, I got it. Got something around 5 a.m. California time. So don't place too much on it. Yeah, there's a criteria. I don't know who looks at it, if they look at views. I don't know. It's not fair. It's very random. Because I know a lot of other people who deserve to get in who haven't. But I got in. And guess what? I felt like I needed to keep it quiet. Because there's a handful of people who can't be happy that we got in. That I got in. That I have friends who got in. And that really bothers me. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But can't we be happy for our friends when they get something like this? And it bothers me that for as big of a deal as it was that I didn't get it, I felt like I had to keep my mouth shut when I did. And there's just been a lot of expectations lately on the site. I feel like people are constantly sending me emails about making this video or making that video or watching this. I have over 1,300 videos that people have sent me in my inbox. I have countless emails. And I love communicating with people. Don't get me wrong. I love the community. But there's these expectations. And now that I've become partner, if I don't reply to an email, suddenly it's because, oh, he's a partner now. And I want to pose a question to everybody out there who doesn't have a lot of good to say about the partners. I don't want to ask you how the partners have changed. I want to know, how have you guys changed? How have people changed? How have you changed reacting to people who suddenly now have this perception that you think they're different? Because I kept hearing about how the partners are changing, and a lot of my closest friends, a lot of the people I respect the most on the site, have been partners. They haven't changed. They haven't changed at all. If anything, they've improved what they've done. We have to follow the rules. We all have to do that. So there's just been a lot of that going on, and this is a rant, and I'm annoyed by the fact that I can't feel happy about something like this. I don't know if my last few videos have been about ego and narcissism and why we do it. And it seems to me like there's a lot of ego out there, a lot of people not admitting that maybe they're jealous or that they don't want, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I've been in a sour mood towards the site because I feel like suddenly as a partner, I can do no right in certain people's minds. I've been called out for not watching people's videos. I'm getting those emails all the time. Whether it's my subscription list or, sent emails. I'll watch your videos if I have time to watch your videos. If the ego doesn't matter here, which I heard a resounding, it doesn't matter, why does it matter if I get to them? I work full-time. I work more than that. I have a house to take care of and family obligations and a social life. And I'm on the internet, but I can't watch everybody's video. And I'm finding more and more people making an issue of that. And they're losing sight. And it's just making me not want to come to the site because it's becoming an obligation. And I don't need anybody to put that on me. I have enough obligations that I'd rather not deal with at my job, or enough obligations I'd rather not deal with in my family life. Life can be hard. This is supposed to be fun. So, excuse my rant a little bit here, but I've been feeling just soured to the whole experience from the fact that subscriptions don't work. I've been getting shit for being a partner, when in my mind, in the end, after how I got in, I realized it was random. And I don't like that I'm getting called out for that by friends. I haven't changed. Have you changed? Look at yourself once before you start ripping on partners. I'm sorry if this is a rant or if I'm coming across as an ass. If you want to unsub to me because of this, there's the orange button. I'm just trying to be honest here, and I've always been honest, but there's too many of us that are getting walked on by people. And the song in the back of my head is right now is No More Mr. Nice Guy by Alice Cooper. That's how I feel. I want to be respectful, but respect is a two-way street, and I will be respectful, but I can't let people walk all over me. None of us can. I don't have time to deal with it. I don't have time to stroke everybody's ego. If it's about friendship, let it be about friendship. If it's about something else, let it be about that. Sorry for the rant here. Been in a pissy mood. And that's where I am. I'm not going anywhere. I just needed to get this off my chest. I plan on making a lot more videos in the near future, if not this weekend. Because I just want to have some fun, and I want to have people thinking again, and having conversation, and creating a dialogue, doing all the stuff I started out doing, but somehow got lost along the way, worrying about numbers and views and this and that, and in the end, though, it takes two, and I'm not the only one worrying about those things. So, ironically here, this is almost a 12-minute video, so I think I'm going to make it a 12-minute vlog. That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this rant. I promise the next one won't be bitchy-ishous, or however Steph Sant says it. That's all for now. Talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye.